Well, this isn't good. This is going to be home. I know you're a great swimmer, Bruce, but don't go too deep. Wow.
Just pack up and go. Because now I'm worried.
Keep the power on. There you go. Uh-oh. And now I've stopped. Mind your tail, Bruce. So we're off again on another camping adventure with Tony and Bruce. Hello! Here he is. Okay. Our last trip we did a 9-hour drive, 8-hour drive to Mount Cook, middle of the South Island of New Zealand. This time we're not going as far. A couple of hours. Hopefully we're gonna be able to get there. It's quite a rugged 4-wheel drive track to get there. We've got to cross over a river, a couple of rivers, and find a nice spot to set up camp. We've got a whole new layout, new tent with a unique surface stretcher bed. We'll be using the awning, and we've got my fire pit. This place we can have fires. So let's get there. Let's enjoy camp. Oh, and it's winter here in New Zealand and it's cold. It's almost 0. So this is going to be a cold one. This is going to be a grim one. The weather looks awful. It's overcast. It's going to chuck down, I think. Might even be snow. I doubt it, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get there. We're almost there. Well, yeah, we've got about 45 minutes on this dirt road. I'll bring you back for the 4x4 crossing. Okay, we're gonna cross stream here. Quite deep. Oh, that was deep, but we're across. Wow, that was quite interesting. Well, this isn't good. Is it, Brucey? There's a tree. There's a tree blocking the road. Quite a big one. Okay, so I'm going to have to break out the little chainsaw. Wasn't expecting that. Come on, Brucey. Mind out, Brucey. Not, don't go under there. Okay, it's caught up on here, so I'm gonna have to just chop this bit off. Mind out, Brucey. Heavy. Yeah, I think this has only just fallen. Sorted. Wasn't expecting that. I mean, I always carry the chainsaw. But yeah, wasn't expecting to have to cut my way through the road. But it's clear now. All right, catch you on the road again. Right, carry on. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to have to deal with any trees down, but I've always got the chainsaw in the back of the truck. It's only a little thing, battery operated, but you saw it did the job. And those were pretty sizable trees to deal with. They're very, very heavy. Oh, now we're getting to the more serious river crossing. Very slippery rocks. Just take your time. I'm hoping that water is not that deep. It doesn't look very deep. And it's an actual crossing. It's all right, Brucey. We've been through here before, and Bruce has been through here before. Looks pretty normal. Okay, let's go for it. Woohoo! Oh, that was fun. Just turn down this bank here. Tight fit. All right. Okay, bring you back from the camp spot. Welcome back, everybody. So here we are with Tony and Bruce, who's a border collie. I get asked a lot. We are in the wilderness. As you just saw, we came through some pretty serious stream crossing, 4x4. I think the water, you can see how high the water came up. That was pretty deep. Okay, so the plan is, so there is actually a hut just up here. It's called Barber Hut. I'll go and show it to you later, but we're not staying in the hut. That's not what this is about. This is about camping. So I've got a new tent setup. I'm going to set it up here. I'm going to use the awning. Got all sorts of things. So let's get cracking. Got the Oz Tent King Single Stretcher. Okay, now it's just starting to rain a little bit, which was forecast, but because it's so cold it might turn into snow. Oh, sorry Brucey, mind out. Brucey getting in the way. So excited. Okay, so where do we want this? Just a little bit away from the truck, and then I can swing the awning out over the top of it. Okay, I need my rain jacket. It's starting to rain. So it's about 2 degrees Celsius, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. I'll flash it up. And yeah, it's starting to rain. I think they expect you to be Mr. Universe to do this. Okay. Right, what I might do is put the tarp up now, the awning, because it is raining. I don't want this all getting soaking wet. So let's get the awning out. All right, now we've got cover. Cool. Okay, let's get the straps down. Not the straps, the poles. What am I talking about? Easy peasy. That's much better now that we're covered. Okay, so I do actually have a side awning that will stop any wind coming from that side that I can set up on the other side. So let's get that done now as well. Okay. It's got elastic bungee cords on the end, which is good. Means I won't have to use any guys. I can just hook them on. Wow, river rock, nightmare. Okay. Right, let's try and pull this one tight. Yeah, I might have to guy this one because that's not going to reach. So I'll just guy this one out a little bit. Okay, now that I've finished guying it out, we are under cover. I've just got to tighten up the sway bars, anti-sway bars on here. So they're on each corner, and they stop it from rocking. All right, stretcher is ready. Okay, so the tent just goes on top of the stretcher. So I want to get it as level as possible. That doesn't look bad. Okay, let's deal with the tent. So the tent is the Oztent RS1. So this is what the Australians call a swag. Okay, it comes with a couple of poles for the awning, some stakes. It's got a mattress built in. And there's the actual tent. Okay, let's get that set up. Okay, I just want to make sure this is definitely bedded down. Oh. Okay, so this is going to be the front. I'm going to look out over the river. Awesome. Okay, here's Brucey. So you should be able to set this up on the stretcher itself. You don't have to get it dirty, put it on the floor or anything else. Let's give it a go. Okay, so what I might do is just strap the back down first so it comes up easily. And the stretcher's got straps on it to connect it. On that side and this side. Okay, so that's it. So you sit in it and you lift it up. So the theory goes. And then you need it quite far forward. Pop up the frame on both sides. There we go. All right. Hey, Brucey. This is going to be home. I know, hello. So Bruce usually gets a treat when we're setting up camp, so that's what he's hassling me for. So let me get him a treat. Oh, Brucey, what's this? You're going to come up and get it? You going to come up? Up, up. Come on, good boy. Okay, so he's lying under the camera to eat it. Okay, next thing, get the mattress in the tent. It's quite a thick mattress, but I don't know if it's thick enough for winter. Right. Okay, so I need to move the edges out. One. Two. Okay. Oh, that's better. Perfect. Okay, so a few things. There are vents which I need to open. You don't want condensation in here. So the tent is still going to get wet. but not as bad as it could be. And I've got an awning here, which I might set up as well, just to give me that extended range. Because I've got this awning set up on the side here, there is no wind coming through at all. Brilliant. Okay, I don't need to do anything with the back. I don't need to pin it down. It's out of the wind. I'm not going to open up the rear vent because there's just no need. What I might do is move it a bit closer to the truck just to give myself more room out front. Okay, sorted. Ha! Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. What a shelter, unbelievable. Okay, so the awning is going to get in the way of my pole here. That's interesting, I didn't think about that. If I do want to set it up. Might have to lose this pole. That hadn't really occurred to me. I can slide it forward. Okay. I mean, the rain is coming straight down at the moment. I've got a great cooking area right here. Get it all in. Okay, now one thing I might do, because it is winter and I don't think this mattress is going to be thick enough. It's sort of flimsy foam. Doesn't look like it's got a very good R rating. So I've got another thing. I've got my Oztent mattress, which I will use. And I've got Bruce's dog bed that he will lie on in here as well with me. Or he can lie in the truck, either way. If he gets really messy and stinky, he's going in the truck. So this is self-inflating. Alright, set that up in here. There's loads of room. Yeah, I can sleep right at one end. Bruce can sleep. He'll have loads of room for himself as well. All right, I'm going to give you a tent tour in a minute. Okay, this is Brucey's dog bed. And that will fit nicely here. He's going to lie half on my bed, half on his. That's fine. Right, now I've got my chair, even though I could sit in the tent, but this supports my back. I get a lot of questions about this chair. This specific model, this brand, they don't make anymore. Well, I can't find it anyway. But I'll post one in the description for a different brand that is the same thing. It's really nice having the awning. Alright. Yeah, this chair is superb. The only thing is it doesn't come with a sand base. So it doesn't sink into the sand, so it does sink a bit. Now, where to sit? Well, the rain isn't coming in, so Bruce has gone all the way over to the river. Let me show you where Bruce is. Hang on. Bruce, what are you doing? Have you been for a swim? Have you been for a swim? So Bruce just ran off and he went for a swim just to cool down. Even though it's like 1 degree centigrade, he had to go in. Wow. So he went in here. Did you go for a swim? Oh, he's going in. Don't go too deep. I know you're a great swimmer, Bruce, but don't go too deep. Look how beautiful that is. Hey, Brucey. Okay, let's walk back to camp. And there it is. And you can see the hut over there up on that hill. Now, a lot of people are going to say, why don't you just sleep in the hut? Well, because they're not very nice. I much prefer my camp, my mattress, my gear. I mean, it's warmer in the hut. Could always go in there later if it was absolutely horrible, but it's not, it's fine. And that's camping. Look at this setup. Amazing. So I've got to show you, out of everything I've got, the absolute best piece of gear is that umbrella. Finally, after a couple of years of filming camping in the rain, my equipment getting splattered, covered, snow, everything else getting ruined, I finally found a little umbrella that's actually designed specifically to go on the camera. It's light, it doesn't weigh anything, it's DWR treated. Look at that. And I could even attach it to an angle mount so I can move it back so the rain doesn't fall in front of the lens. But there it is. You can see it's beading off. So here's the camp. And Bruce is happy to be running free this time because last time in Mount Cook he wasn't allowed to. Right, now what I need to do is set the fire pit up because it is freezing. But do I set the fire up and then give you a little tour of the tent? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Okay, let's get the fire pit set up. Now I've got to work out where do I want it. The best place to sit is going to be beside the tent here. My back to the tent, I think, Brucey, because I don't want the fire under the awning. But at the same time, I could put my chair in front of the tent and sit like that and then have the fire pit here. Okay, I'll work it out and come back to you. Let's put it on the rock. So this is my Winterwell fire pit. Now I did order a stand that covers it and protects it and stops the wind getting to it, but it's stuck in the post. What can you say? Yeah, we've got plenty of kindling, plenty of firewood. Alright, let's get this thing really cranking. Okay, so a little fire starter. Okay. So yeah, even though it's raining, once it gets hot enough, it'll be fine. Let's get this thing cranking really quickly. Chucking way too much kindling on, but I really want a good fire really fast. So the wind is either going to come across that way or that way. It's not coming at me because I'm at the river. So sitting here, I should feel the heat from the fire, but be protected from the smoke. Okay, now come and lie down, Brucey. I still need to figure out what to do about the awning. Thank you, Bruce. I don't know if I can do it part way. Let's have a look. Because also, now I've put the fire in front, that will be an issue if the awning goes there. I don't think it's very long. Oh no, that's perfect. Okay. It's not too big at all. Okay, I just need to set the poles up and a couple of guy lines, and that will be even better. Okay, how's that? Oh, that's so good. I can't believe how good that is. Wow. Straighten her up. Hello, Brucey. Wow, that's amazing. Amazing. I can feel the warmth from the fire. I am completely protected on this side. So any wind that blows this way is actually skirting round because I've got this cover here, the awning. Wow, that's going to be an excellent fire. I've got 2 more bags of this. Okay, I think it's time for a beer. No fancy fridge with me this time. I've got a cool bag instead. I just couldn't be bothered to bring a fridge. My only real luxury item is my Starlink dish, which is set up on the other side. Just because there's no signal here at all. Okay, beer. Oh, they're right at the bottom. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, these are good. What are these? Ice Mule. I don't know, I got it on Amazon. Okay, so is the rain coming in at all? not this way. Definitely can't come in this way. So the only way the rain could come in is sort of at the front. Maybe a tiny bit here, but here I'm completely dry. Why don't you go and play, Bruce? But Bruce will go and play. Cheers, everybody. Thank you. It's not your dinner time yet. No, later. Why don't you come and sit down? Come and lie down. Just chill out. There you go. Enjoy the fire. Ah. Oh. Okay. Now I'm happy. Now I can relax. When this thing gets red hot, it's gonna give off so much heat. It'll be really nice. I've got a beautiful view looking out, straight out over the river. Fantastic. Oh, welcome back, everybody. I was just put my warm jacket on. Come and lie down, Brucey. It's okay. Just waiting for the fire to get really hot. It's a beautiful location. So where we are, we're on the river. This isn't a flash flood zone at all. So we're just high enough that we're okay. We're out of any potential danger, but the forecast doesn't call for heavy rain, so we'll be okay. I've camped at this spot before, and if anything did happen, then we could move to higher ground if necessary. We're in the valley near Marlborough at the top of the South Island, and we're surrounded by beech forest. Absolutely beautiful ancient beech forest. There are deer, a lot of deer here, and there are prints all over the place. When we came in, just had a look there. You saw the crossing when I was coming on the drone. That was quite deep, but that was fun. Hopefully it doesn't get much deeper for tomorrow, but we'll be able to get through it, no problem. The truck is built for it. So yeah, stunning spot. I think tomorrow the forecast is a lot, quite a bit of rain in the morning, maybe snow. We'll wait and see. But just enjoy the view of this beautiful valley, because it is stunning. And just take it all in. And listen to the sound of the river. Hey Brucey, let's go and check out the hut. Come on, let's go and show everyone what the hut looks like. So, oh gosh, when you step away from the fire, it's cold. Oh, hut's over here. There's my Starlink. Yeah, I need to stay in contact. So this, in New Zealand, these are called backcountry huts. Very common. Get a hut pass. A lot of them are free. I think this one is free. And this one looks like it's got a fireplace. So if I got really cold, I could just go into the hut. It's a nice backup. But, so pretty standard. It's got a wood shed with some pretty lousy firewood, I have to say. you're meant to use it and then replace it. Not very good firewood. So altitude, 650 meters. Yeah, we're quite high. Built in 1958. Let's have a look. Yeah, not great. Leave tap dribbling if you want water. I'm assuming that's because it freezes. It doesn't smell very nice in here, I have to say. Single row of bunks. So it's a 6 bunk, but they said it's a 10 bunk outside. I don't know how that's possible. But you could sleep on the floor, I'm sure people have. Very old school potbelly stove. I'm sure that gets very hot in here. But it just doesn't smell very nice. It's not a nice place to stay, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything here. I'd rather have the comfort of my place, which is down there. As you can see, by the river, I've got a much nicer view. Haven't I, Brucey? Yeah, it's just some huts aren't very nice, and this is one of them. This is a hunter's hut. Pretty grim. They've been cooking all sorts of stuff in here. It really stinks of just dankness. If you know what I mean. It's difficult to explain. Anyway, lots of manuka, firewood. So yeah, if it got really bad later, then I could come in here and warm up. But it's not camping. Right. That is the hut. It looks like someone's chopped some new wood. There's a long drop toilet over there in the corner as well. There you go. That's pretty much it. Isn't it, Brucey? Just taking Bruce for a little walk. I mean, he's running around like crazy down by the river anyway. Nice to let him stretch his legs out here though with me. Okay, back to the tent. I need a coffee. I've lit the thermocell just because there are a couple of sandflies around. Right, I need a coffee. And I might actually have a udon. Whew. So in case you didn't know, there are no bears, nothing like that here at all. Hi Brucey, what are you doing? It's just so beautiful here. Old school heater. I might need to move up a little bit. I'm a bit close to the plane. Why don't you come and lie down here, Brucey? Come on, it's nice and dry here. Come on and lie down in front of the fire. There you go. Oh, I hate wearing beanies. Oh, so this camp, this tent, what's the story? Well, I was meant to go out a couple of days ago, and I even sent a post, I'm going out, it's going to be grim. But it was gale force winds. Oh, and I thought, well, if anyone saw the previous video to this where I went to Mount Cook, I hate wind. I really hate wind, and that was just brutal wind conditions there. So I just couldn't bear it. I could not bear the thought of camping in a storm with gale force winds. It wasn't going to happen. The forecast I saw for today was, oh, there's snow up on the mountain. Gosh, I didn't even notice there's snow up on the peak right in front of me. Oh, maybe that showed up on the drone earlier. Must have done. So the forecast was not much wind at all, breezy, but a bit of rain overnight and then maybe quite a bit of rain in the morning, maybe snow. It would be fantastic to wake up to a whole load of snow, but you just never know. So snow is meant to fall down to, I think, 500, 600 meters. And what did I say? We're at 650 meters here. So it's relatively high, and it is cold. It's only 2 degrees, 1 degree centigrade. So I thought this would be perfect. So here I am. I knew the hut was here just in case it got bad like it did at Mount Cook. It was just awful there. Honestly, that windstorm, I just needed to go into a hut somewhere, but I couldn't leave all the gear. Whereas here, the hut is right here, no problem. I could just hunker down like Steve, put all this down and go in there if it got really bad. If anything, because he wouldn't be comfortable either. And I'd just be sat in the tent. What's the point in that? It's for YouTube, it would be rubbish. So I thought, okay, I've bought a new tent, the Ozten RS1, let's give it a try. I got the stretcher to go with it, the stretcher bed. Now, why did I go with this? It's much smaller than the big RV3 that I've got. That's massive, that thing. And also, you have to set that up on the ground. I knew that where I was coming out here, the ground is all uneven, it's all rough, lots of stones and stuff like that. I didn't want to be on the ground. So this is a perfect solution for this. I want it to be elevated. And I think it'll do the job. Yeah, I think it'll do the job. Ow, hot. So always have your big gloves with you. So whenever I have a fire, I've always got my gloves. These are Youngstown Kevlar waterproof gloves, and they're sort of fireproof. They're lined with Kevlar, so you can stick your hands in the fire and be okay. Very rugged, very strong. Youngstown. I love these things. Alright, what am I going to have? I'm going to have a coffee first. Very nosy, Brucey. Very inquisitive. Okay. My rubbish bag. It's just a rubbish bag. So he can smell all the food and stuff. Can't help himself. His nose is like 10,000 times more powerful than ours. See, as I was saying earlier, it's all right. There's no predators here, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. No bears, cougars, nothing like that. Also, it is June. Oh no, it's July, sorry. What am I talking about? It's mid-July. Early July, got it. I got there in the end. It's early July 2022. And again, I have to explain that New Zealand is southern hemisphere, so we have our winter in July. The opposite of the northern hemisphere. So our Christmas is hot. Which I know is weird. Because I grew up in the UK and Christmas was cold. Just like, you know, everywhere else in the northern hemisphere. Okay, we boiling? We are. Yeah, I've gone back to old school gas heater here. None of my electric gizmos. The only thing I've got that's electric is the Starlink. And as I've explained before, I need to stay in contact. I have other things on and I can't stay out of touch at the moment. But there's no mobile signal here at all. That stopped all the way at the main road, which was about an hour away. I don't think anybody's coming here. It's a Monday. Everyone will be at work. And this is only accessible by high clearance 4x4s. Because you're climbing some pretty serious stuff over the river. So your standard SUV wouldn't make it. I'm not even sure. I used to have a Range Rover. I don't think that would make it either. So this time on the fire, this firewood is a mix. It's mainly hardwood, so it burns a lot slower, a lot longer. Whereas before I used pine and it's just very smoky and it's over really quickly. This burns quite a lot longer. I've got 3 of these bags, so I've got 2 more of these bags. And that will keep me going all night, no problem at all. Yeah. Udon. So we've got tempura udon. It's Korean. It says udon flavor. I've got my little One Tigris steel table, or aluminium table. I think it's steel. Very rugged. It's been through a lot with me. Can you see his nose? Sniffing. Don't think it's anywhere near his dinner time yet. No. So he's just got to wait. He'll eat and eat and eat if he gets the chance. Thanks for coming, everybody. Cheers. Oh, it's warm. It's nice. It's hot, I should say. So with hardwood fire, you want to get... So I used a lot of kindling on there because I knew this was a lot of hardwood, a lot of eucalyptus, I think. You want to get some really good red hot coals in there before you start adding more wood. Get it just piping hot. The grass that's around the fire is soaking wet. It's not going up. And if it did, I've got plenty of water. That hit the spot. Definitely. Okay. I'll bring you all back for udon. Welcome back, everybody. My udon is ready. So he gets triggered every time I start talking to the camera. It's a nightmare. Come and lie back down, Bruce. Lie down. It's nothing for you. Go on, lie down. No, he's going to go and play. Oh, starving. Oh, he's having water. So his water bowl is there. I mean, he'll walk off to go and get water from the river most of the time. You saw him go for a swim earlier. He just can't help himself. He sees water, he's got to get in it. Loves it. Oh, I need this. Bring you all back later. Welcome back, everybody. Well, it's cold, but it's beautiful in front of this fire. Okay, we need to get dinner on. I need to get Bruce's dinner sorted. So let's do that first. Let's get Bruce's dinner. Okay. So, Bruce is having... It's a lot easier with the fridge. Gotta say. So I need to keep this cool bag in the cold, so later I'll move it around to the other side just to keep it really, really cold. Okay, Bruce, do you want your dinner? Okay, mind the fire, Bruce. No, mind the fire. It's very hot. So what I need to do is mix some of it. He's got Jimbo's beef and lamb. I get the occasional comment, please, I'm a dog lover, please give your dog more food. That seems such a small amount. Look, I've got to say, when people tell me to give Bruce more food, it's really insulting. And to be honest, it's really annoying. I think it's the most annoying comment I get. I try and be polite back. Sometimes I just snap. Can't help it. So we're going to put your dry food in as well. It's Science Diet food. Yeah, so none of these people know Bruce. They haven't got a clue. And I love the fact that you love the channel and that you love Bruce. I really do. But you don't know Bruce. You don't know his medical history. You don't know how much exercise he gets every single day. You don't know what allergies he has. You don't know anything about him. Honestly, you just know what I tell you. And that's it. And you see just what I show you. What I choose to show you. There's a lot you don't see. All the treats and stuff like that. Also, you're not his vet. You just don't know him. So look, whilst I can understand, it looks like he's not getting much food, this is a big bowl. So please don't comment saying, oh, blah, 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 give your dog more food. He needs more food, poor Brucey, blah, blah, blah. He is the perfect weight, perfect health, perfect coat. Everything is good. I don't want an overweight dog. I'm trying not to rant here, I'm trying not to get angry. I don't want a fat dog. I don't want an unhealthy dog. I don't want a city dog. I don't want a pet poodle that sits on the couch with me. I don't want any of those things. Bruce is a working dog. He gets a very strict diet. It's recommended by the vet. And that's the end of it. It's a lot of food. So please don't comment anymore saying, please give your dog more food. Even if you put please in the front of it, it's very insulting. I don't tell you how to look after your dog or your child or whatever. See, I'm starting to rant. It pisses me off, it really does. I'm sorry, I have to say that. I get angry about it. Because I look after Bruce. Bruce means everything to me. And to say give him more food is really insulting. It's like that, I don't know Bruce. I don't know anything about him and I don't care about him. That's what you're saying. And that you know better. So insulting. And it's so entitled, thinking you know better than me. Wow. Bruce, you see, they made me rant because they stick their big nose in. They can't help themselves. Rant over. Sorry, I just can't help it. Right, that's a lot of food. Okay, so where are you going to have this, Brucey? Can I have it down here? Okay, go on. Now a lot of people want to see him eat, so I'll move the camera so you can see him eat. There you go. You happy? You can see him eating now. Right. Just turn the brightness down a bit because it's just flashing away at me. Now, it's still a little bit early for my dinner. So I might just have a beer instead. Because beer solves everything. Just as a reminder, I'm on the wagon, so it's a low alcohol beer. Ultra, ultra low. No, I don't even know how they call it beer. Wow, you've got to take everything out to get to it. Nightmare. Okay, now I'm missing my fridge. I've got so much food in here. Got it. Alright, there's my beer. Brucey, you're getting stuck. There you go. There. Sorry about the rant. I've got a feeling it's not going to be the first rant. The only rant, I mean. Oh, this fire is nice. Cheers, everybody. I put a ring of big rocks, big stones all the way around the fire. To trap some of that heat, one, because it is reflecting down, also just to protect the grass underneath. Even though it's wet, it would stop the fire spreading. Is that it? He's done? He is done. He'll be back to lick that out though. Won't you, Bruce? Should we put your collar on? Yeah? Okay. Come on then, come here. Oh, it's so warm. There you go, go on then. Off you go. Let's see if we can pick him up. Brucey, what are you doing? Have you got your collar on? It's going to be impossible to keep track of him. I'm sinking into the sand a little bit. Can you see me? I can't tell with this thing if you can see me or not. Oh yeah, okay, you can see me. That's better. So, a couple of things that I've noticed. This awning that is attached to the tent, it's got a silver reflective bit underneath here. So what that's doing is the heat from the fire is coming up, bouncing off that and coming down. So it is much warmer, much warmer under here than out here. It's an amazing difference. Oh, Brucey. You can't see him. It doesn't matter where I move the camera to, he'll move somewhere else, so you won't be able to see him. Yeah, so it's so much warmer under here. It is now -1, so it's cold. It's a cold camp. And Bruce is just having a whale of a time. I tell you what, I can't wait to check out this tent later. It just looks so snug in here. The only thing I'm concerned about will be condensation, but I'm actually going to leave these front doors open and just close the mesh, and that's it. So no insects can get in or whatever, but I'm going to leave these front doors open because I'm undercover. Nothing's going to blow in. Yeah. I like the fact you can store stuff underneath. That's pretty cool. when I look at here on this, the thermocell, I'm checking to see if it's still alight. Yeah, so there's a lot to like about this camp. The awning on the truck definitely makes it a better deal, definitely. He's going nuts. Yeah, that just gives me this extra layer of protection. Judging by the conditions, I've got a feeling tonight when it does start, or early tomorrow morning, I think from about 3 a.m. I think it's going to rain quite a bit. Hopefully it's snow. I do have a slight concern that the river will rise, but there's nothing I can do about it. We'll deal with it when we get to it. I've got plenty of food. I could stay here another day, just wait for the river to go down. That's not an issue. I always pack for an extra day of food. But it would have to be, the river would have to be very high for me not to be able to make it through. That didn't even come over the front of the car, the bonnet, when I came through earlier. So I've been through it when it has gone over the front, not a problem. Just got to get in there slowly and then just make that bow wave and then just go. All right, I'll bring you back for dinner, for my dinner. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, it is definitely dinner time now. I need to get my pan on, get it all cranking. Okay, so what is for dinner? Well, this probably isn't going to surprise many people, but it's burgers. And now, before someone says, I'm sick and tired of you cooking burgers, I'm bored of you cooking burgers, listen, at the risk of repeating myself, it's my channel and it's what I want to eat. It's what I'm comfortable eating, and I love burgers. I will mix it up, but just not right now. Right now, I want to have burgers. So, calm down. If you don't want to watch the video because I'm cooking burgers, watch something else. Honestly, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't get to me whether you watch or not, because it is just my channel. People get so offended. They think it's about them. They think the channel, they think because they're watching, it's all about them and it's what's going to make them happy. It's not, honestly. Gosh, see, I'm ranting a lot today. I don't know why. I guess during cigar time, maybe I'll have an epiphany and work out why I'm ranting. Okay, tomato ketchup. Burgers. Oh, they're still a bit frozen. I put them in the freezer. but you can cook meat when it's frozen. In fact, cooking steak when it's frozen is actually pretty good. Yeah, because then it doesn't overcook in the middle. Cheese. These are going to be really simple because these burgers already contain a lot of really good stuff in them. These are Beard Brothers old school beef burgers. Nothing added. Let's turn this down. Right. Let's get these bad boys on. Now I'm pretty hungry, but it would be a bit gluttonous for me to have both of these, so I'll leave them. And if I get even more hungry, then I'll have them. Also, you never know, I might be stranded here another night. So if I am, then I'll need the food. I'll need extra food. Burger buns. Again, I bought enough for 4 burgers. I definitely need to get myself a proper table. Don't ask me why I haven't got round to it. I just always forget to get a decent camping table. I like my little one Tigris table, but I could do with another one of them. Yeah, one Tigris. If you're watching, can I have another table, please? Thanks. Because I like this thing. It's really robust. Okay. That was easy. You see, burgers are easy. There's just hardly any prep required. And that's why I have them. Because I'm lazy. It's not a cooking channel. You know, plenty of other channels out there cook some great food, and I do sometimes, but it's mainly I just want to be comfortable and have an easy life, comfortable life, eat tasty food. Now these are going to cook in no time. Okay, some Edam cheese. I think it would be rude not to do 2 slices on each. See how simple this is, and yet they're going to taste fantastic. I just know it. Okay, that leaves me with a few more slices, just in case I need to have more before I get stranded. A question I got about cooking is, when I've got food left over, what do I do with it? Well, I take it home and I cook it at home. I thought that would have been obvious. I don't throw it away. No. Okay, now when I move my hands away from the fire, they get cold really quickly. It's just another world. Oh, I don't know if you can see Bruce running back and forth. 1 minute he's over here and the next minute he's over there. So the lit collar, I have to have that on. I have to know where he is, what he's up to. Hey Brucey. Don't we? We have to keep an eye on you. Yes, I take the food home and I eat it. Is there any other way? I don't know. Do people waste their food? I can't imagine people would just chuck it. Okay. These are cranking. They won't take long. So I have a spare, this is a brand new gas, and I have a spare one as well. Tonight what I might do is take the gas out and put it in the tent with me just to keep it, well, make it less cold, because it just doesn't work very well. So this is another tent that has A, B. Nothing to do with AB camping again, it's just the order that you swing the arms out. It's not very subtle, is it? Oh, it does look comfy in here, I tell you. Looks like a cocoon of warmth. That's the other thing with the big tent, the RV5, the RV3, is that it's a big tent to be warm in. It really is too big. I don't have a tent heater with me this time. I've got no gas heater with me. Reason being, I knew I was going to be having a fire. And I just couldn't be bothered to lug the gas tanks around. So I haven't got as much stuff at all. In fact, this is pretty lightweight. The back of the truck isn't very full at all. So I've got no tent heater with me. So Bruce and I are just going to snuggle in here. I've got my sleeping bag is in that big stuff sack thing. That's rated down to minus 17 degrees centigrade. I've got Bruce's blanket and his bed here. He's going to be toasty warm. There will be no problems. Yeah, and he'll just sleep at my feet. He'll be fine. He should be comfy. And we're on this foam pad as well, so he's on the foam mattress as well. He's going to be toasty. And as I said, I'm not going to close the front doors because I don't want any condensation. I mean, we're under the awning, so there'll probably be a lot less risk of that anyway, under the truck awning, because that will create that layer, that air gap. But still. Yeah, we're getting there, we're getting there. These smell fantastic. Heinz tomato ketchup for the win. Oh, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to eat and I'm ready for a cigar. I am actually kind of keen to have a cigar tonight. If we do get stranded another night, I actually have 2 cigars. Double up on everything. So you see, this is the difference. I could be in the hut right now. I could have that pot belly stove going, it would be nice and warm. But you lose all connection with the outdoors. It's like truck camping. Truck camping, but living in the back of the truck and not sitting outside, not having the awning, just staying in the truck. There's no connection. You might as well be at home. Whereas sitting out with a fire, outside, listening to that river, watching Bruce being manic out here, I feel that connection, and that connection is triggering endorphins. It's making me very, very happy. You know, I don't think it gets much better than this. Now, what would make this absolutely miserable is the wind. And touch wood, there isn't any at the moment. Tomorrow, who knows? Middle of the night, I don't know. But from about 3 a.m, I know the weather is going to turn and it's going to start raining and be pretty miserable. then I'll probably wish I'd slept in the hut. But I'm not going to, because I don't do that. And I didn't like that hut. It didn't smell great. It smelled stale. And that's just not me. Okay, burgers are ready. Oh, you know what I need to do is toast the burgers. Toast the burger buns. Right, so you'll notice I'm not wearing my wireless microphone this time. I only do that when it's really windy. Now, even though, yes, with the wireless microphone you can hear me much better, I don't feel I have to shout over the noise of the river, I think you miss out on the ambience, the white noise, the peripheral sound when I've got the microphone on. So, yeah. That's why I don't have it on. Okay, just toasting the bottom of the burger buns. Some good fat coming off these as well. For an all-round great cooker, just a basic frying pan and one of these cheapo cassette gas burners. This one's Gascraft. They're the same, they're Chinese, they're the same all over the world. You can't go wrong. It's quick, it's a big ring, and it just heats really quickly. It's a stable base, dirt cheap, takes these gas canisters that you can get anywhere. You can put your kettle on it, it's brilliant. So I would thoroughly recommend these if you're truck camping, car camping, versus using a camping burner, a backpacking burner. Because those things are rubbish, they're noisy. This has got way more BTUs, more stable. It's just designed to do this. So yeah, I'd recommend these, definitely. Don't bother with a backpacking burner. Not when you're truck camping or car camping. They're pretty rubbish. They're designed solely just to be lightweight. So why bother? If you don't need to save the weight, then don't bother with any weight-saving gear. Oh man, they smell absolutely magic. Oh. Ketchup for the win. See if I can give you a close-up. I don't know if you can see it, but lashings of ketchup. There you go. These are gonna taste fantastic because everything tastes better when you're camping, when you're out in the bush. Everything tastes better in the bush, she said. Right, let's get in here. Wow. Mmm. Mm. The burgers are so juicy. They're amazing. Okay, everybody. I'm going to take my time with these, devour them actually, and I'll come back to you afterwards for cigar time. Welcome back, everybody. It's cigar time. But first I need to put hot chocolate on. So I'm stressing out a little bit because they've changed the weather forecast. And now they've added an alert. And my wife Anne just sent me a text saying, have I seen the weather that's coming? Well, this is just, you know, it's just what happens here. You gotta take the weather forecast with a pinch of salt. I hope it's going to be okay. So what I've done is I've actually just put a couple of guy lines on the truck warning just to really pin that down. This is pretty secure already. This isn't going, yeah, actually this isn't going anywhere. This isn't going anywhere. This weighs so much. The stretcher bed weighs 17 kilos. It's not light. The tent itself weighs, I don't know, what, 15 kilos? And then we'll be in it as well. And it's very solid. It doesn't move. It's a solid frame. Very robust. And we're right up against the truck. The only concern is the river rises rapidly. And I can't cross. Can't get back. So that's stressing me out a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. 'Cause I don't know. It's very low right now. When I say very low, it's normal. It would take days of cataclysmic rain for it to make it up to, say, here. I know this for a fact because I know the area. You're talking, it would need 300 millimeters of rain to fall in 24 hours to do that. Well, it's not going to do that because it hasn't even started raining yet. It's not going to rain heavily till about 3 a.m. and I intend to be out of here by 9 a.m. So an early start because I don't want to risk being here longer than I should with the weather. So yeah, we're going to try for an early start. So what that means is I will have just the bare basics in here that I need to sleep tonight. Everything else will be back in the truck. I reckon I could get this all set up, packed away in 30 minutes flat. Hopefully I've got breakfast in the morning, but if I feel that the conditions are not right, if I feel that we've got to get out of here, then there'll be no breakfast, maybe just a coffee. The other thing I could do is, which I've done before, is just get to the other side of the river. Get to the next hut that we passed on the way, you didn't see. Stop there and have breakfast there. Set up and have breakfast in the hut there. So we'll see tomorrow, won't we? We'll see. Okay, cigar time. Monte Cristo number 4. And again, I'd like to thank everyone for all of the treats. So buymeacoffee.com. Our YouTube members are fantastic YouTube members, and I see who the members are when they make comments. Everyone who has bought merchandise, like the AB camping stuff, the hoodies and things like that, and everyone who's done super thanks on comments. Thank you to all of you. Really makes us feel appreciated. It's good, it gets Bruce's treats, gets me my treats, and a little bit contribution towards all the gear. Obviously I test and I buy a lot of brand new gear. These things are so expensive. Go and Google the Oz Tent RS1 and the stretcher. Google how much that costs. Yeah. So hopefully, based on what I do, you can then make an informed decision as to whether it's good for you or not. Just like with that EcoFlow system. That thing, I mean, that was sponsored. They sent that to me and they paid me. But again, as I said in the last video, I wanted that one. I wanted to work with them. Not Jackery, not Bluetti. I've spoken to them. And I'll be honest, they were not that helpful. Just because I'm in New Zealand. They reached out to me and then realized I was in New Zealand. Oh, and we went through all this stuff and then, sorry, we can't actually send it to you. So I was like, well, forget it. Whereas EcoFlow, I'd been in touch with, they could send it. They bent over backwards to get the right stuff out to me. They were very good. So that's running the Starlink right now. So yeah, that's the only bit of equipment I've got that's been sent to me. Everything else, oh, okay, the one Tigris table, which I've bent, buckled and broken. Everything else, I buy myself. Nothing on the truck is sent to me. All of that is paid for. I tell you, it's a lot of money, a lot of money. So how are we doing here? Is this hot? Oh, this isn't even hot. But this is bouncing all that heat off. It's amazing. It's the end of the day. It's the end of all the hard work. Occasionally you're going to see Bruce just turning up here. He's running around like crazy. I don't know if you can see him behind the tent whenever he's running back and forth. Right now he's just next to me. I can't turn the camera to Bruce because honestly he darts to the other side. It's like he knows. Yeah. So cigar time. What's been going on? Very briefly, Formula One. Things getting interesting. It's getting so hot now. Things getting interesting. Lewis Hamilton has just won. So what has he just had? The Austrian Grand Prix. Sorry, not won. Lewis Hamilton has just got his third podium in a row. Charles Leclerc won the race, which I'm so glad about because I am a Ferrari fan. I do like Ferrari. I'm not a Red Bull fan. I'm not a Max Verstappen fan. No, not interested in either of them. He's a sulky, spoiled little brat. Actually, Lewis Hamilton is a spoiled, sulky brat sometimes as well. What is it about Formula One drivers? But I just can't stand the team ethic of Red Bull. Don't like them, never have. Can't stand Christian Horner. He's a smug, horrible, ugh. Yeah, can't stand him. I like Toto Wolff, Mercedes. I think he's a great leader. And Ferrari, their boss, Binotto, I think he's pretty average. Yeah, I don't think he knows what he's doing. They need to replace him. There you go, that's Formula One. In a nutshell, according to me. Other big news. Elon Musk has pulled out of his deal to buy Twitter. Whatever. Was he? I don't even know if he was serious in the first place. I think he was, because you don't go to all that funding effort, talking to all of those banks, getting the funding sorted, if you're not going to go through with it. So he was serious. He was going to buy it. But I think two things happened. A, markets started to tank. So suddenly this deal was costing him a lot more than it was meant to. And B, he suddenly realized that probably 20% of Twitter, maybe more, is completely fake. It doesn't exist. It's just bots. You know, spam accounts. They don't really exist. So, is it worth it? I don't think it is. It's obviously a manipulated platform. Just like Facebook, just like YouTube in a lot of ways. I mean, you go into the comment section of some of those big top tubers, you can see they're bots. They're not real. There must be thousands, millions of them. And once in a while, YouTube has a purge, so you lose a whole bunch of subscribers, but it turns out they were fake. Now, I've never had a viral video, so I don't have that issue. All of my subs, all of you guys, you're all organic. My channel grows quite slowly, but it's because my videos are so long, and a lot of people just are turned off by that, so not interested. Yeah. So anyway, Elon Musk. They're gonna get him. They're gonna either make him buy it. I don't think he's got much of a case, to be honest. I think they've got legal on their side. I think they've got Delaware court on their side. So it's going to cost him at least $1 billion to pull out. At least. There might be a shareholder revolt that forces him to buy it. Maybe they'll have to do a new deal at a cheaper price. I don't know. What a mess. Anyway, yeah, Elon Musk. Let's see. I made notes this time. Just of things that I was thinking about. TV show. I'm only going to talk about one that I've been watching, and I binge watched it. Now, it's called Terminal List, and it's on Amazon Prime, and it's with Chris Pratt. Now that's a slow starter. In fact, I gave up after 20 minutes of the first episode. And then I read a review about it, and I thought, maybe I was a bit quick to judge. So I soldiered on, excuse the pun, and honestly, the first episode I found quite dull. But then the plot thickened, and it started getting interesting, and then it got gripping, and you're cheering Chris Pratt on. So the Terminal List, I thought it was very good in the end, but just a very slow starter. This fire is giving off so much heat. I might have to take my jacket off. It's boiling. So it's because it's all red hot coals now. And the fire is actually glowing red hot. Yeah, the whole thing is glowing red hot. Amazing. Oh, that's better. I was cooking. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. That's steam. It is cold. But right next to here, it is boiling. It's lovely. Terminal List, yeah. So definitely watch that. I really enjoyed that. I want to give a birthday shout out coming up to my sister-in-law, Fleur. Happy 50th, Fleur. Have a good one. Now we're going to go, myself, my wife Anne, and my son Brandon, we're going up to Hamilton to party with them, hopefully. Unless COVID gets in the way. So yeah, happy birthday, Fleur. Hope you have a great time. That's my sister-in-law. Okay. Q&A. So, as I said last time, I'm going to start doing this bit of a segment on my cigar time where I answer some of the more common questions. Maybe some nicer ones and some irritating ones. We've already covered Bruce's food and how much food I should be giving him. I really don't want to go into that ever again. So please don't, because you risk being blocked. Sorry, it's my channel. I just can't. It's so insulting. See, it really bugs me. Really bugs me. That bugs me more than anything. Yeah. Telling me how to look after Bruce. Talking of Bruce, okay. What breed is Bruce? He's a border collie. But here's the thing. He's a purebred border collie. His lineage can be traced all the way back to Scotland, working dogs. And he is pure. He's a working dog, which is why he is the way he is. It's why he's so intelligent. It's why he's so neurotic. It's why he's scared of certain sounds. He's very sensitive. Let's see if I can get him to come here. Bruce, come here. Come on. Here, come here. How are you doing? Hey, we're talking about you. Oh, you're a little bit wet. Oh, it's just drizzling, just drizzling. How are you doing? We're talking about you. Yes, we are. All right, yeah, so he's a purebred Border Collie. Please don't, even if you love Bruce, and don't just go out and buy a Border Collie, a purebred Border Collie. You've got to have the right family, the right space. You've got to have the right intelligence. They don't suffer fools. You've got to have the spare time in your day to do agility with him, to keep him with you. You can't go off to work and leave a Border Collie, purebred Border Collie at home while you're at work. He'll destroy the place. They've been known to eat through walls, wooden walls, yeah. So please don't, even though you might love Bruce, you might think, I want a dog like that. Please don't do it. Do your research. And definitely not if it's your first dog. No way. You got to have experience with dogs. I'd recommend a Golden Retriever. They're easy. Because I've had 2 of them. So yeah, he's a purebred Border Collie, working dog lineage. And he's now 10 years old. Is he 10 or 11? Yeah, 10. Yeah. Okay. How is my driveway? Okay, so for those who've been following me for quite a while, a year ago there was a massive storm, huge storm, and it devastated our property and wiped out half of my driveway and left my garage precariously with a huge gap underneath it. Nothing has been done. It's still the same, still dangerous, still the way it is, because we're still negotiating with the insurance. What can you do? I'm not giving in. I know what they're trying to do, and you mustn't give in to insurance. You've got to wear them down, because I've beaten them before on something. So I'm just going to wear them down until they say, okay, here, we'll pay out more. So, you know, pay out what we're insured for, and we'll get it fixed. So yeah, it's still a mess. Okay, next comment that I get quite a few of, and this is the stupidest comment of all. Of all of the comments I get, this is the dumbest, and this might trigger me into a rant. The comment is, your videos are too long. Now let me break that down, why that's the stupidest comment there is. My videos are as long as I want my videos to be. The fact that you're saying my videos are too long means you want to watch my videos, but you don't have the time to watch them. Well, whose problem is that? It's not my problem. It isn't. These are my videos, and I make them for me and for people who have the time and who want to spend the time with me and Bruce and watch and learn something and be outdoors camping. Hear some stories by the campfire, share a cigar and have a laugh with, and not take the world too seriously. The type of person that says, it just comes on with a rude comment, your videos are too long, they are entitled. They think everything is about them and what they want. It's too long for you. Okay? So adjust your comment. Your video is too long for me to watch. Fine, then don't watch it. Why even bother commenting? I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change. Ricky Gervais famously made a joke in his series Humanity about people on Twitter getting absolutely just incensed with rage over some of his tweets. And he was trying to explain to them, he said, look, they're not for you. It wasn't for you. Just ignore it. Don't follow me. Don't subscribe. Don't click on the thing. You can see. So like my videos, you can see it's 3 hours long. It says it. Don't click on it. Why click on it, then go,
Oh, it's 3 hours long, it's too long, I'm gonna write a comment. So stupid. These have got to be the dumbest people ever. And Ricky Gervais said, it's like you're walking down the street and you see a sign, piano lessons. So you get really angry, piano lessons, and you call the number. Say, hello? Yeah, I don't want piano lessons. That is literally how stupid the comment is. Your videos are too long. They're not for you, okay? So get over it, get over yourselves. Not everything is about you. In fact, nothing is about you. Everything you consume on YouTube is for the people who it's meant for, and you're just not those people. And work it out, but you don't have to leave a comment because it won't make a scrap of difference. It might get something off your pathetic little chest saying you think you got the last word, but all it ends up doing is you just being blocked every time. Block, block, block. So you can never comment again because obviously you've shown that you've got no interest in being a subscriber. You've got no interest in those long videos. So why would I bother reading your comments ever again? I wouldn't. So you get blocked. Don't like it? Don't comment. My channel. Again, it's not censorship. It's my channel. For my subs and the people who like this stuff. I will never block them because I love reading what they have to say. But the people who obviously show disdain, don't like me, don't like Bruce or whatever, and say I'm unsubscribing or whatever, fine, you're blocked, goodbye. I don't care. Watch someone else, but I'm not gonna let you use my comment section as an area for you to vent. It won't happen. And I know I'm talking to literally 4 or 5 people here, because that's how few it is. But they seem to think they're really important. So there you go. Well, that wasn't even an epic rant, because they're too stupid for me to bother having an epic rant about. They're just, the IQ is just so low, honestly. But to all the rest of you who do enjoy it and find this funny, thank you. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm here. It's for you guys, not the others. So we'll ignore them again. Ah, okay. This is a pet grievance. This is not even a rant. Look, if I answer your comment, please give a thumbs up so I know you've read it. Now there's some logic here. When I say, right, I don't have time to answer comments anymore, I get blasted. I get comments saying, that's really rude. People have taken the time to comment and you don't respond. Okay, so then I go and respond. And you know what? I have no idea if they've read the response. I'll give you an example. There's a guy in Texas, Larry, I hope you're watching. You're brilliant. And you bought us a treat, fantastic, thank you. And you've left quite a few comments. And you seem to think I'm not responding to your comments. I've responded to pretty much every single comment you've written. Yeah, every question. Because you've called me by name, you've been very polite, and I've responded. But you sent me a text, I think it was on Instagram, saying, look, you're reaching out via Instagram because you're not sure I'm reading your comments, or have you been blocked? No. So again, this is what it comes down to. YouTube is really rubbish at notifications. It is awful. You probably will not get a notification if I respond to your comment. So do me a favor, if you've left a comment, go back and check it occasionally to see if I've responded. Just go back to my video, search for your comment, and see if I've responded. If you've said, hi Tony, hi Bruce, or hi mate, something like that, something personal, and asked me a question, then I probably will respond. So just go back and check. Yeah, and if I have responded, just give it a thumbs up, so I know. Because I'll tell you, otherwise I'm just going to stop responding to comments. Because I don't know if people are reading my responses. It's impossible to tell. Honestly, very, very few give an acknowledgement that I've responded to their comment. So I'd say if I get 1,000 comments, and let's say I respond, and there's 200 of those are questions, let's say I respond to 200 questions, I might get 10 acknowledgements that I've responded. 10, that's it. Either a thumbs up or continuing the chat. Now, if that was you, would you bother carrying on responding to comments if people aren't gonna give an acknowledgement that they have read that, or thank you, or anything? Just a thumbs up. Okay, gotcha. Yes, I've read this. Yep, cool, thanks. Just something. An acknowledgement would be great. Because it does take a lot of time. It takes hours to respond to comments. So please do that. Wow, this is all ranting. I can't end on a rant. Okay. I'm not going to end on a rant. I'm determined. We've got to end on something cool, something fun, something nice. Did anybody watch Mr. Beast trying to go, what was it, a month without eating any food? 30 days. I think he tried to go, I can't remember. Was it 30 days without food? I think it was just water. He failed, I think, because I think Gordon Ramsay got cross with him and he had to break his thing when he was doing his Willy Wonka chocolate factory. But that was an interesting video. That was a fun video. I enjoyed that. Watching him go through that was tough. It's a shame he caved, and the thumbnail is clickbait because he didn't actually go through with it. He only got halfway. But I tell you, I do enjoy Mr. Beast's videos. The one where he built a chocolate factory, Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, I thought that was so funny. It was really good. Really enjoyable. So yeah, that's fun. It's just harmless fun. That's all it is. It's nothing serious. He's not a malicious guy. He seems like a really lovely guy. Harmless fun. And I'd recommend Mr. Beast to anyone. I mean, well, he doesn't need my recommendations. He gets the same number of subscribers in a day that I have total. I think he gets 100,000 a day. I've got, what, 120 something thousand? Yeah. What he doesn't get probably is my watch time. So we could talk about watch time if you want. So for anybody on YouTube, and anybody who's curious, if you're curious, YouTube pays all these people by the amount of ads that they watch. And believe it or not, the ads are very important. The income stream is very, very important to a lot of YouTubers. Because it costs money to do this. And it's their only source of income. So the ads are important. As annoying as ads can be, they are important. If you skip ads, YouTube sees that and it says, okay, the video must be rubbish then, so we're not going to promote it anymore. That's seriously what happens. So skipping ads kills the video. Yeah. It can be horrendous for some people, and their channels just dive because of it. Because people won't just sit there and watch an ad for 30 seconds. So it's not like on TV where you haven't got a choice, you've got to sit there and watch it. You can skip them on YouTube, and unfortunately that it can mean the death for quite a lot of channels. So let me put it to you like this. It doesn't cost you anything to watch those ads. But what it does mean you're doing is you're making sure that those YouTubers, including me, survive and keep producing the content. Otherwise, they will stop and you will run out of content to watch. It's that serious. I know of several YouTubers who have now stopped because people just kept skipping the ads, and the algorithm said, well, your ads aren't popular. We're not making any money off of your ads, off of your videos, so we're just going to stop promoting you. And it's a shame. There are a few channels out there now going through this, I think. Sean at Corporal's Corner. His views have plummeted, and I'm sure it's because people are skipping the ads. And the algorithm says, no, you're just not as popular as you were, so we're going to cut your channel. You're going to lose him, because he's going to give up. He's going to walk away. I know he is. Joe Robinette, Matthew Poser, Lone Wolf. and I know too, even though I'm not a fan, all these channels have collapsed. Their views have collapsed. And I mean tanked. Seriously tanked, where they're probably not making money from it anymore. And they probably will walk away and stop doing YouTube. Well, I can't speak for them. I don't know. But I can't see it's worth their while soon. Yeah. So please, not just for me, for everybody, if you're watching YouTube and you're watching creators, this is probably their only source of income. Please don't skip the ads. Be nice, watch the ads. And the way YouTube works is once you've watched a certain amount of ads, they won't show you ads anymore. That's how it works. If you keep skipping, two things happen. A, they're going to keep showing you ads because you keep skipping and they know you're not watching them. And B, they're going to kill that video and it ultimately then kill the channel. And then you won't be able to watch them anymore. They'll go. They'll give up, like Sean. Sean's already made it pretty clear, Corporal's Corner, that he just can't handle this anymore. He can't do it anymore. And he doesn't know why YouTube is behaving the way it is, but I think it's to do with ads and people just skipping the ads and YouTube saying, no, we've given you your shot. People are skipping the ads. We're not making enough money off you. We're going to find someone else. So if you like those channels, please watch the ads. Please. Begging you. That wasn't a rant, and I haven't ended on something really nice, have I? Yeah. What is really nice that's going on out there? It's very difficult to find nice things at the moment, isn't it? I'll tell you what's nice. This fire, and it is just cranking off the red hot coals now. Even though you can see my breath up here, I'm feeling this and it's so hot. It's lovely. The cigar is lovely, being out here in nature with you is lovely, with Brucey, wherever he is. Where are you, Bruce? You probably know where he is, I don't. Bruce, where are you? Let's see where he is. Bruce! So you can spot him first. Bruce! Oh, where is he? Oh God. He's obviously gone a long, long way off. Bruce! This is what happens. He always comes back. Oh, there he is. Come here. He just popped out the corner of my eye there. Come here. Are you still wet? Yeah. Oh, no, it's not raining. Okay, it stopped raining. Good boy. Go on then, carry on. You're going to shake, aren't you, all over me? He's just having a good time. He's just doing his thing. He's obviously working himself up because he's having some water. All right, everybody. That was cigar time. Wow, that was rambling. That was all over the place. In my head, that was going to make a lot more sense. I need another. I'm going to have another hot chocolate. Oh, and I've actually got a treat. I've got some Oreo cookies. So I'm going to have some Oreo cookies with hot chocolate, finish my cigar, and I'll catch you all at bedtime. Thanks again for coming, everyone. Thanks for watching those ads. On all channels, not just mine. And if you still want to support channels, but you really can't bear watching ads, sign up to YouTube Premium. I'm on YouTube Premium. No ads. But every video you get, that YouTuber gets a little cut because of the YouTube Premium. So that is another way of doing it. And it means no ads on anything. And it's brilliant. It means you can download videos as well, watch them in the background, and you can do picture-in-picture with it. It's awesome. And YouTube's not paying me to say this, but I've been on YouTube Premium for a long time, and it is very good. And you are contributing to those channels that you're watching. All right, everybody, catch you at bedtime.
Welcome back, everybody. It's bedtime. Hey, 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 Brucey, what are you doing? Triggered. Whenever I start talking, because I haven't said anything for a while, he just gets triggered. He's in bed and he's staying put. He's nestled up next to me. He's got room to spread out at the bottom there. So there is room for him. We're cozy. He's warm. He's dry. It is raining now. And it's pretty chilly. So I just saw a weather warning. Nightmare. I'm a bit worried. I'll be honest. They've really upped the warning. It's so calm out there right now, just dead calm. Bit of drizzle, bit of slight rain, but really calm. I'm worried. I think it's going to be a horrible night, judging by what I'm reading. The wind is just gonna go nuts. But I'm cozy here. I'm cozy and safe in here. We're hunkered down. I've guyed down the awning for the truck. I've got Brucey in here who's now preening himself. And you can see the fire is gone, pretty much gone out. I've got the mesh, just the mesh doors closed. I've got the main doors open. Brucey, what you doing? You preening? So yeah, my cozy cabin. It's not claustrophobic or anything. It just feels like a proper tent. Got a pocket, a couple of pockets here to put stuff to store for later. I've got vents everywhere. There's a vent up here, there's a vent over here, and there's vents in the corners which are open. I could open this whole back wall if I wanted to turn it into a vent, but I don't see the point. It should be, there's plenty of ventilation. Again, I'm in a winter, fully winterized, minus 17 centigrade, whatever that is, 0 Fahrenheit bag. I'm not gonna get cold. I'm not gonna need any heating. And it is so much warmer in here than out there. Again, there's a double layer of canvas above me because there's the awning and the tent. I think about 3 AM, somewhere around then, it's meant to really kick off. I can't believe they've changed the forecast. So the last time this happened, I was on the beach. And yeah, I was camping on the beach and it just destroyed my tarp and tent. I had to sleep in the truck. And it was just catastrophic damage. And that's when our driveway collapsed. That was the last time I saw a warning like this that has suddenly come out. But it's not for this spot, it's not for this area, it's for around this area, other sides. We are kind of sheltered here. There's beach forests everywhere. My only concern would be if so much rain falls so quickly and then we just can't cross the river. Which would mean we're stuck here for another a whole day, or another night. If that was to happen, and I would have packed everything up, then I would come back and I would stay in the hut. I've got food, got firewood. Yeah. Well, let's wait and see.
Alright everyone, I'll bring you back if something starts happening in the middle of the night. But fingers crossed, nothing does. And it's just basic rain. But anyway, I'll bring you back. Good night, Brucey. Night, Brucey. Alright, night everybody.
Okay, it's 4:30 in the morning. And it's been raining gently all night. Now it's starting to chuck down. It's pretty bad condensation in here. Yeah, the walls are soaked. Brucey's comfortable. But now I can't sleep because of this rain. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's quite loud on the awning. There's big puddles of water flowing off it. And all I can think about in my head is, am I going to make it over the river? It still sounds the same. But, yeah, it's just in my head. This isn't enough rain to make a difference. But just because they've issued a weather warning, you can hear the rain, so you can hear the puddles. So just because they've issued a weather warning, now it's in my head. So there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to cross the river at night time, so there's no point packing up now and going. It won't make, it's silly to cross a river at night. But what I will do is just get up early, 6-ish. First light, it should be light by about 7-ish, so like 7:45 in the morning. Just pack up and go. Because now I'm worried. Oh, I can't believe they changed the forecast so much, so quickly. It just, you hear the puddles of water splashing outside. Anyway, so that's what I'll do. I'm going to skip coffee in the morning and stuff like that and just pack up and go. And then once I get to the other side of the river, maybe stop and have a coffee there. Yeah. Just set it up in the back of the truck and swing the awning out again and sit down and relax. Have a coffee. Oh dear. Actually, there's a hut further along that I could just go into and have a coffee in the hut. Caves hut. So that might be what I do. Alright, see you in a bit. I'm going to try and get a little bit more sleep. Okay, it's almost 6 o'clock. So what I'm going to do is, hi Brucey. Lie down. Lie down. It's alright. Lie down, Brucey. Come on, lie down. Good boy. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, because I just can't sleep. So he thinks it's morning. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to pack up. I'll leave the awning out and my chair, but I'm going to get all this gear packed away, ready, and then I can have a coffee and stuff because I'm not leaving in the dark. So I've got to get on with that. So I've got to get up, get my gear on. It's cold outside, it's grim, but it is what it is. Oh, it's just in my head now. And once it's in your head, that's it. Crossing back over the river. I just can't shake the feeling that if I stick around too long, then it will rise. And I don't really want to spend another night out here, especially if I have to just stay in the hut a whole day. That would be rubbish. I'd rather get home. All right, so we're going to get up and go and pack everything up in the rain. Oh, Camping with Tony and Bruce. Before anyone says, yes, of course, to check the forecast. It all changed at the last minute. It just happens. It just happens in New Zealand. This is what happens. And I can see that the wind is starting to pick up a bit as well. Oh, he's fine. He's warm. He's happy. He doesn't care. He hasn't got a care in the world. Have you, Brucey? He's lying on me now. All right, everybody. I'll catch you later.
Okay. Tent is packed up. I've got to say, that was so easy. So easy. That took 2 minutes. Yeah, it was nothing. Just basically just undo it from the stretcher and then put it in the bag. It was so easy. Okay, so now that stretcher needs to come apart. So for this, you've got to undo the sway bars first. So I definitely made the right call because the wind is starting to pick up. And you know when you can just sense there's a storm coming? Yeah, it's definitely coming. And it's not sounding good out there. Bruce is having a whale of a time, by the way. Nothing phases him. He's out there playing. Unfortunately, his collar has run out of battery. But he is having a good time. Okay. So you take the poles off. Pretty easy. Again, this whole setup is just so quick. I can't believe I'm bailing. Well, I'm not bailing. I was always leaving this morning. I'm just not having breakfast. That's all. That's the only difference. But I've got to think of my safety, Bruce's safety. Yeah, it's just not worth the risk. Okay. Right. The awning. Oh, thank God for the awning. It makes it so much easier. Just staying dry. I know, Brucey, we're going, honestly. I'm trying to do it. Okay, all done. Should have turned my headlamp on in the first place. That would have made it a lot easier. Whew. Honestly, that's the easiest camp breakdown I've ever had. I mean, okay, I've got the awning and that's all guyed out. But that'll take 3 minutes, tops, to sort out. I am going to get wet doing it, but there you go. Now there is a bag for the poles, but it's all in the back of the truck. Can't be bothered. All right. The advantage of side access gull wing windows on your truck is you can just load stuff from the side so much easier. I can even slide the tent in through there. Get it in. Okay. Cool. I think we're almost done. Got my chair. Food. Got the floor mat from the car. Alright, I'll bring you back when I'm putting coffee on. Oh man. That was easy, I have to say. Even in this weather, that was easy. And I'm so thankful for having this side awning here, because I can see the rain is coming in sort of sideways. You probably can't see the rain, but it is. That way. Oh, actually it's shifting. It's shifting. Either way, this is a great block. The truck is blocking. This is a great setup, honestly. If you didn't have a tent, you could sleep out here. If you had a bivvy bag, no problem. All right, let's get the kettle on. That's got to be the fastest I've ever packed up, just because it was so easy. I hope you can hear me over this rain and wind. Sorry about that. Goes with the territory. All right, coffee. It is so grim, but I've never been so happy in such grim conditions. Just because the awning, just because the wind can't get to me. This windproof section is just brilliant. I love having this. So I should probably give Bruce his breakfast as well. Where are my coffee bags? Little bit of a breeze coming in under the awning, but nothing much at all. So Bruce has disappeared. I have no idea where he is. Because I've got the lights on, he's playing in the shadows. You know what they say, ignorance is bliss. Should we see if he wants his breakfast? Bruce, do you want your breakfast? Oh, here he comes. What's the magic word? Brucey, hang on. Ah, breakfast. Brucey, you got your breakfast? Here it is. Okay. Yeah, it's coming. It is. Just hang on. So impatient, Brucey. Okay. Oh, he's soaked. Been playing out in the rain, as usual. again, no comments about the amount of dog food Bruce gets. He gets the exact amount he's meant to get to keep him healthy. Well, there's the wind, but it's still not bad. I'm determined not to use that hut. It is tempting to go in there and light the fire, but I don't want to get comfortable. Whoa! Ah! I don't know if you saw that. Big splosh of rain just came off the awning. Yeah, I don't want to get comfortable. I just want to have a coffee, be ready to go, warm the engine up, be ready to go at first light. I don't want to have to be dealing with going back and forth to the hut and the car and the truck and stuff like that. Okay, I need to give this to him somewhere where he can be out of the rain. Alright, come around here, Brucey. There you go. Okay. Right, now as I'm using stuff up, I need to put stuff away. Just pack it all up. So I'm ready to go at a moment's notice. I could be talking to the camera and you might not be able to hear a word I'm saying. It's a risk I'm going to have to take. All right. Okay, we're getting there. Definitely keep the gloves handy because you just don't know. Might need them later. Oh, okay, I think I can just relax a little bit now. Brucey, had your breakfast. Is that nice? Yeah? Is it all finished? Okay. We finished that quickly. Alright, my turn to sit and chill out. Wow, it is, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it is coming sideways. If I didn't have this awning here, then yeah, I think it would just be streaming in. Yeah. I mean, it does drip where the connection is, because it's not watertight. It's meant to be just to block wind. So it does drip down here, but honestly, it's nothing. The rest of it is completely watertight. It is very dry under here. And I've got it guyed down, so it's not a big deal in the wind. It should be relatively straightforward putting it back as well. probably going to need my raincoat on to do that bit. Wow, it really is. It's coming in completely sideways, this way. I can see it. And all that's stopping me from getting that right now is this windbreak. It's brilliant. If you're going to get an awning for your truck, make sure you can get a windbreak for it as well on one side or two sides. But the wind's definitely picking up. So the storm is coming. I've packed up just at the right time. I'm going to get wet putting all this away, but I've got my rain jacket. Won't be a problem. I could do with a wind block for the fire as well. Oh, so yeah, it's grim. I'm sure my little umbrella over the camera isn't doing much. I might have to bring it in because I think it's getting a pounding as well. It'll survive. Wow. I've been in way worse conditions, but I know what's coming. According to the forecast, I know it's going to get really bad. And I just don't want to be here. If I was doing a two-nighter, no problem. But I'm not, and I want to go home. Got things to do. And also, if this is going to be such a massive storm, I don't want to leave Anne and Brandon alone at home in a huge storm when we had landslips and all sorts. Better that I get home just for safety's sake. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, and it's not going to be light for ages. It's not going to be light for over an hour. So what I'll probably do is, after I've had this coffee, I'll pack up the awning, slide it all in, and just go and park at where the crossing is, and just wait for first light. Yeah, and then as soon as it's light enough to see around, I'll just go for it. Waste no time. I don't know why I got another coffee out. I'm not going to have it. I'm just going to have this one. So how was this camp? I'll tell you what, it was actually awesome. It was a brilliant camp. It's just a shame it's ending early and I'm not going to get breakfast. I'm not going to sit out, listen to the rain. It's a major storm that's coming, and it's just not sensible to be here when it hits, and it's not going to hit for a few more hours. So I'm getting out just before it kicks in. It's meant to start getting really bad in about 3 hours, and when I say really bad, I mean they're forecasting really bad. It was meant to miss us here, but now they've changed their mind and decided no, it is coming here. Whatever. These things happen. All right, we're good here. Oh, gonna enjoy this. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again for coming on this one. Hope it was grim enough for you. If I've got any lessons from this trip, it's always be ready, always have signal for weather forecast. I've got my Garmin. If I didn't have any signal, I've still got my Garmin, which does have all the weather warnings on it and weather forecasts, and I can still text. The other thing is just have a windproof setup, because I'm so dry right now. There's a bit of a breeze coming through here, but you probably can't see it, but the rain is sort of coming down at a 45-degree angle, the wind. And so if I didn't have this, I'd be soaked. So lessons are, be prepared. Also be prepared to pack up early. There's no shame in it. There really isn't. It's just common sense. It's not even bailing. It's just being prepared, and I'm being prepared. Because I have camped, I've done it. It's not like I arrived here in these conditions. I wouldn't have done that. All right, everybody. I'll bring you back when I've packed the awning away. I can't film it. It will be just horrendous trying to do that. And you've seen me open it, and you've seen me pack it on another video. So I'll bring you back when I'm ready to go. Cheers, everyone.
Oh, okay, all packed up. Well, it's very bright, a lot of light on me. The camera will keep misting up now, but yeah, everything's done. It wasn't so bad, it was fine. Bruce is all curled up and warm. Brucey, hey, we're ready to go. You ready to go home? Yeah, Brucey's ready. So all I've got to do is, I've just sent my last few messages while I've got signal from the Starlink. So all I need to do is pack the Starlink up, yeah, set it to stow mode, and then go and wait at the edge of the river to get out of here, because I'm ready. The coffee was nice. The conditions are definitely getting worse out there. It is what it is. I might film a little bit of me driving out. You can see what my incredible floodlights main beam are like, but I'll see you over there. Oh, it's grim. Definitely got out of here at the right time. You can tell that not that much rain has fallen yet, because these little streams coming off the side of the hill, they're still the same as they were yesterday. So the river crossing should be exactly the same as well. In a minute when I get to it, see how it looks, but the river sounded exactly the same, so hopefully you're picking this up. Got my high intensity lights on. It could be a bit too bright for the camera maybe, but it is what it is. Okay, let's see what we're looking at. This is spooky. All right, here we go. Oh, it's the same. Oh, okay. All right, well, then I can cross that now. That's okay, because it's exactly the same as it was yesterday. So, same deal. Put it into four-wheel drive and just drive through. In fact, that's lower than yesterday. Okay, so that's good. It's actually lower than yesterday. All right, let's go through. Alright, yee! It's alright, Brucey. Brucey's like, what the hell was that? Okay. That was good. Another one. Oh, Brucey, we're fine. I would show you Brucey, but it's dark in here. All right, that was good. That was exactly the same as it was last night. Maybe, oh, I don't know, a couple of inches higher, but it was absolutely fine. You can see how much I'm rocking around, but I've definitely done the right thing. I've bailed early. Well, not bailed, I've left camp early. And what we can do is, oh man, this is rough. And this is a big drop here. Big drop, big drop. Wait, oh. Do it slowly. Okay. There we go. Just to get out of this riverbed is the key thing. I hope you can see how grim this is. Okay, when you're crossing rivers like this, it's all bumpy and stuff, just take your time, but keep the power on. Do not stop. So back there I was slipping slightly, but I kept the power on and it was all good. This is why I like having a manual. I'm in full control. Do not attempt that in anything other than a vehicle that's completely set up for it. This truck, it's got the much bigger wheels and it's got mud terrain tires. It's got special suspension just to deal with it. It's got strengthened diff. It's got an underbody armor, thick armor plating, and I've got boost. I've got control over the throttle. I've got throttle control. So this thing's got a lot of stuff on it that's designed for just that, hasn't it, Brucey? Poor Brucey was getting thrown around a bit down there, but I was glad he was in here actually, because he was sort of cocooned in here. He couldn't get bashed about, but he was fine. Look, he's not panting. He's fine. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go and check out Caves Hut. It's 7 kilometers that way on this twisty road. I've got to go through a few more little streams, but they're tiny. We'll go to Caves Hut and maybe cook up a breakfast there. We'll see. I don't know. We might just check it out because it might be grim in there. Or there might be people in there. All right, so let's go to Caves Hut. One other thing I forgot to mention is test your brakes after you've done something like that. Find somewhere you can just jam on them and really heat them up. It's like a little straight bit like this. Oh, I've got no brakes. Yep. Just do it again. Okay. Just get them nice and hot. Burn off any water that was there. I might do it one more time. All right, good. Okay. Let's get there. Hopefully there's no trees down that I have to chop up like yesterday. Because I don't fancy going out there and having to deal with that. All right, let's get to Caves Hut. Okay, we're coming up to Caves Hut. Looks very grim and uninviting. Oh man, I've not had a look in here. There's no other. Okay, there's no other vehicles around. So what I'll do is let's just have a look and see what we're looking at here. Big fire pits outside. Caves Hut. Oh, this looks pretty horrible. Well, I'll take you in to have a look anyway. Now I'm going to leave the engine running because I've been through a river. Yeah, because I've been through a river, I want to keep the engine running. You just never know if water got in somewhere. So let's go and have a look in this hut. And someone else is actually fast asleep. That's how phased he is. He couldn't care less. All right, Brucey, do you want to come out and have a look in the hut? Do you want to come out? Yeah? Gonna run over because I haven't got my rain jacket. I'll go and let you out. Oh, yuck.
Come on then. Let's go and have a look. Let's go have a look in the hut. Oh, this doesn't look very inviting at all. 560 meters, built in 1965. So it's got like a covered woodshed area. Ugh, smells dank, just like the last one. Nah, I don't want to sit in here and have breakfast. Pictures of the old hut before it was rebuilt. Very basic bunks. This is a pretty old one. Yeah, it's cold in here. There's a bit of firewood. Oh look, there's Brucey. There's a bit of, oh, Brucey just banged his nose. Oh, you're not meant to be in here, especially not meant to be shaking, but it's okay, we're not staying in here. Rubbish old potbelly stove. I mean, it would work in here, yeah. But I've just got no interest in sitting in here. Come on, Bruce, out. Bruce, come on. And having some breakfast. So no, what we'll do is I'm going to stop off at a cafe on the way home. Which will be like an hour away. Wow, that's bright. So those are my mega lights. They're pretty insane. I can't even look at it. These are huge lights. Come on, Brucey, in the car. Come on. Yeah, these lights are insane. You wouldn't want to come out here with anything other than something like that. Come on, Bruce, in the truck. Let's go. Come on, up. Okay, lie down. Wind your tail. Okay, good boy. Yeah, you need these massive spotlights. As you can see, it lights everything up so well. If you're going to come out anywhere like this, don't just rely on your normal lights. They won't be bright enough. Oh, that was horrible, Bruce. Thank goodness for the cap. All right, lie down. The aircon will dry him off. All right, everyone, I'm going to plow on. It's a couple of hours to home, and it's an hour to the end of the road. So, you know what I'll do is I'll catch you. I'm going to go and show you town. I'm going to go and get some breakfast in town and fill up. So I'll catch you then. All right, we've just got to another river crossing stream. It's not very deep, but it's fast flowing. Again, 4-wheel drive, slow in. It's a bit steep at this bit, but you go slow in and then, oh, windows fogging up. Yeah, slow in and then power through. Keep the power on. There you go. Uh-oh. And now I've stopped. Engage the rear diff. Okay. Gosh. We go into low wheel. Okay. Nope, that's not working either. Gonna have to back up and then go forward. Alright, there you go. Did it. I got hung up on one. Alright. Oh, thank gosh for low range and rear locking diff. That was funny. Oh man. So I got stuck in the middle of that and they were just spinning. So what happened was I went through in 4H high drive because I thought that would be fine, but it just got stuck on 2 rocks and then that was it. The wheels were spinning. So I stopped, backed up a bit, tried again, no. So this vehicle has 4 high and 4 low, and it has a locking rear diff. So I locked the rear diff. Hello, Brucey. I locked the rear diff and put it into 4 low, and then no problem, as you saw, it just scrambled straight out. But yeah, rather than just keep digging, I backed up. I only dug for a second, backed up again, and then went for it. If I got stuck there when I made it through the big one, that would have been a nightmare. All right, let's get to breakfast. God. Oh, it only happens to me, I swear. All right, breakfast.
Oh, and that's it now, by the way, no more river crossings. That was it. Now it's just like a four-wheel drive track, a normal track. A couple of little tiny streams that you've got to go through and some drops, but nothing too major. That point there that I just came through, there's a warning sign that no vehicles beyond that stream that don't have all of the four-wheel traction, high clearance, etc, etc, etc. So that's why normal four-wheel drive would have just got bogged down in there and stuck. Finally on the road. Oh man, it's chucking down. No sign of life. Wow, okay, so let's go and have breakfast. It's going to be almost an hour to go and get breakfast. That's how far out we are. So we're almost in town, and the rain is relentless, and there is a lot of flooding. And the reason we've stopped on the highway is there's a massive flood coming across the road, and everyone's having to go really, really slowly because you don't want to damage all the property around it. All right, here we go. I mean, it's nothing compared to what we just went through on the river. You just can't see what's under here. So we're just sticking to the middle of the road, trying not to create too much damage to properties around. Stuff floating all over the place from the bins that have fallen out. That's why we've got these kinds of vehicles, to go through stuff like this. Wow, lots of surface flooding. Yeah, it's been pelting down here all night. So there's just flooding everywhere. Warnings have gone up. Where I was, just missed it. And it's heading there now. So we got out at the perfect time. I couldn't have timed that any better. I would have been stuffed otherwise. I would have had to stay there another night. But no, I timed that perfectly. This is why having communications is so important. Even just the Garmin. At least I would have been, Anne would have been able to text me what was going on, what the weather warnings were, and I could have got a localized weather warning system thing, whatever, set up, which the Garmin does. But I had Starlink, so I had signal, so I could see what was coming. I could see the radar. Perfect timing. And it's relentless, I tell you, and it's going to get a lot worse. They're shutting down the ferries, telling people to delay their travel, telling people in cars, normal cars, please don't go out. You could get stuck in floods. Yeah. I do pick them, honestly, I really do pick them. It's not deliberate. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I don't think anybody thought it was going to be this bad. It's caught the country off guard. Right, I'm desperate for breakfast, let's get there. Right, fuel first, and then into town. Let's get some breakfast. Hey Brucey, you gotta wait here. All right, let's get soaked. So in New Zealand, we've got these fuel vouchers from our supermarket. Like I said, so I get 40 cents off a litre. Check it out, handy. Okay, let's get out there.
still filling up, but this voucher only does $150, so looks like that's going to be about it. 150 bucks for 61 liters. Hey Brucey, you right? Let's go and get breakfast. Okay, you stay here, Brucey. Good boy. Let's grim out. Let's go for it. Can hear the fire engine. Yuck. Oh, I need this. Oh yes, breakfast. Weather's getting worse, there's reports of deaths, it's all pretty grim. But I enjoyed the camp. Camp was great. I got out just in time. I made the right decision. It wasn't bailing, I just left a bit earlier than I was meant to. Brucey had a good time. Brucey was safe. I kept Bruce safe. It's the important thing, keeping us both safe. So we had a great time. Thanks very much everyone for coming on this. I did love it. I loved the camp. It was quite exciting. Lots happened. You got to see a lot more than usual. I would rather that didn't happen. I would like a nice peaceful camp for a change. So I'll try and plan one next time. Thanks again to everyone who bought us treats, buy me a coffee, who subscribes, everyone who does super thanks, and everyone who bought merchandise. Thanks to you all, love you all. And please like the video. Makes a huge difference, it really does. And like it just for what I'm showing you, the places. Even if you don't like the camping, you find it boring, just for how beautiful New Zealand is and what we're showing you. And please subscribe. A lot of viewers aren't subscribed. They probably don't realize they're not subscribed, and my videos show up in your feed but you're not actually subscribed, so please do that so you can see when the next one's coming out as well. That's about it everyone, so thanks again. Say goodbye Brucey. Bye Brucey. He's happy, he's ready to get home. Wow, I'm driving past, it just, the floods are epic. The fields are all flooded. It's going to be bad. I'm sure you'll all hear about this storm, because it's going to cause a lot of damage over the next 24 hours. Alright everyone, thanks again. Catch you next time. Bye Brucey. Say goodbye. Thanks everyone. Bye.